Alright guys, so in my hands today, I'm pretty excited because I do have a shoe that I've kind of wanted on and off forever now, and I finally got them in, which I'm excited about. And these were always kind of like that one shoe that got away. They started off at a really affordable price point when they first released, then they skyrocketed upwards. But now they finally restocked and I was able to purchase a pair for a pretty reasonable price. In hand, we got the Nike Dunk Low, Kentucky. So for those of you guys who don't know, this shoe released in March 2020 for the first time. I believe it was like a few days before the lockdown started. And obviously that was a very different time for sneakers. Everything was kind of absolutely tanking, so who knows what kind of prices these would have fetched if they were released during the true hype dunk era, which was like 2021, but they were released just before that. So there was actually a decent opportunity for these to be purchased back in the day, but then they became like some of the cornerstone dunks that everyone wanted, and the prices skyrocketed. I'm gonna put a picture on screen of what the prices ended up doing, but it was this pair, and then there was also an orange pair, the exact same shoe. That was the Syracuse Dunk Low. I do want those as well, but I do have to control myself and stop buying so many shoes because, you know, it's the same shoe, just a different colorway, and I think these are better and more wearable overall. So we're gonna get into like the nitty gritty in just a second, but if you guys do want the shoe, I would buy it ASAP because this shoe is gonna go up in value. I believe the price is topped out at around $490 to like $550 for this Nike Dunk Low Kentucky. Basically just an all blue Nike Dunk with some decent quality leather. Fetched $550. What a market we were living in back last year and the beginning of this year as well, I would even say. So from the pack you have these, you have the Syracuse, you also have the St. John Dunk Low, which I actually paid resale for way back when. I paid around $400 something for them. I destroyed that shoe. I still have it in my closet. It's my oldest personal that's like somewhat hyped up. And yeah, they haven't restocked those for some reason. They do have a USC Dunk, which is University of Southern California, I believe. And those are also like a St. John's red colorway, but they're bad quality. The main reason why these, the Syracuse and the St. John's Dunk Lows, went for the highest because of the quality. We're definitely going to go into that. So from the side of the shoe you can see that typical dunk profile, nothing too crazy. The back you got that Nike logo. One thing I noticed with the Nike logo on these dunks is that the E is always a tad bit bigger than the others. Like you can see it's a bit higher than the K. That's always an interesting detail to me. Let's see if we can get it to focus right there. So the E is bigger on the authentic pairs. That is something that I've noticed a lot. The inside you got that same profile. The top, you got the laces. These come with blue laces as well as white laces. And one thing to note is that not only do these still come with a bag, which is very rare for Nike shoes nowadays because everything has gone the way of, you know, environmentally friendly type of things. But it also is a different bag than the original release. So if you're looking at a video of the original pair, the bag is different. It says Nike SB on it, even though these are just a Nike Dunk Low. I always found that strange. They fixed that on this pair. So yes, white laces on these, comes standard with the blue. I honestly think that the white probably looks better on this particular pair because it does have a white insole and a white sock liner as well. So you could see a very, very beautiful insole right there. If it's not worn, the one downside of a white insole is obviously it's going to wear out pretty quickly. And then the front, you got that standard Nike toe box area. I did actually think these might be inauthentic when I first saw them because of the way the holes on the shoe were. I'm actually going to grab the other pair so that the lace bag doesn't hang down, but as you can see right there, the top 3 holes are very, very close to the front of the shoe. And I was kind of suspicious at that, but apparently that's how the Kentuckys are. My St. John's are a little bit different. I'm going to grab those in a second, show you. But yeah, the left shoe is very similar as well. Same exact deal. Blue laces, same insole right there. And then the sock liner on these is very padded. Like, these are actually one of the most comfortable dunks that you'll ever wear. If not, maybe the most. And I can tell you for a fact because I wore these. I wore the crap out of my St. John's pair. And yeah, just such a clean shoe, man. One of my all-time favorites. Let's take a quick look at the box. You got the standard Nike box. Nike Dunk Low SP on the side with the size tag and the SKU. It's got like a weird barcode on it. Pretty sure it's an international pair. And then, you know, nothing too special. Nike on the front. And then on the inside of the box, one thing that I did notice is that it does have like a little bit of ink right here, like a stamp. And there's also a green tag inside the shoebox. So definitely make sure your pair has those details on it. And yeah, so I got these off StockX, as you can see. Unfortunately, I was not able to hit retail on them. However, I think the price is right. I paid $235 for these before fees, so $265 after fees, and I think that's a great price considering what I paid for the red pair. If you want these or the Syracuse, pick them up now, I'd say. That's pretty much it for like the details of the shoe. I'm gonna grab my St. John's pair real quick and do a quick comparison. Alright, so I got the infamous St. John's Dunk right here. These are absolutely destroyed. Like, look at that toe box. Just absolutely dirty, and the bottoms are completely worn out. Especially on this left shoe. Just because of the way I walk, I guess. The left shoe always does worse. Like, the insole is completely faded out. These have been through hell. But one thing that I did notice that really weirded me out was that the St. John's Dunk is noticeably bigger than the other one, than the Kentucky. Like, not only is it wider, but the top 3 lace, like the mesh material holes, are closer to the front of the shoe, and the red seems thicker than the blue. Like, there seems to be more of the red. That definitely was like weird for me. Also, one other thing I'll notice is that I don't know if it's because it's a Kentucky and not a St. John, or it's just the restock pair, but I would say it's noticeably narrower on the bottom with the Kentucky pair. So I tried them on, and they fit like very true to size. Like, my toe was pretty much right here. So definitely watch out for that. I'm gonna do a little like showcase of how close my toe was to the top of the shoe in a second. But yeah, I just love this shoe, so I'm biased because blue is like pretty much one of my favorite colors, and I love this style of dunk. I think it's the best one. I think it's better than the SB dunks because those fit kind of weird, at least for me. And it's better than any of the other, like the Pandas, because those are all bad quality. I'm going to show you real quick. Let me show you the other one. So these, like, look how soft this leather is right here. Like, it's not as soft as people are hyping it up to be. People are making it seem like it's A1 quality, but it's definitely soft. The mid panels I think are even softer. But then, like, look what this shoe is capable of breaking into. Literally, like, some of the softest leather I've ever seen right here. And this is after a while of wearing, but yeah, that's what you can look forward to. That is one thing about these as well. I think they just look better the more you wear them. Similarly to a Jordan 1. Like, there's literally no way to go wrong. It's such a nice shoe. On the inside, my production date is 04/26/2022 to 07/06/2022. I've seen ones with earlier end dates. Let me see if I can kind of show you that. You guys probably can't even see it, but you just kind of have to take my word on it on that one. So yeah, make sure your production date is short, because these were produced quickly and they don't have the same production date as the original pairs, but they do have the exact same quality, which is very nice. Even though it doesn't seem like they're that soft, I guarantee you once I wear these for like 3 days, they'll be much softer. So yeah. Also, another thing is that you have 3 lines on this white part. Make sure you have that on your pair, because that's a great legit checking tool. And then on the back of the tongue you get like some text that says Nike in the swoosh, blah blah blah. Nothing too interesting really, just some branding details. And yeah, I think that does it for this one. Hope you enjoyed this video. I'm going to do a quick on feet, nothing too long, because I'm not going to unds these right now. But enjoy that. Thank you for watching. I'll see you all later. Alright guys, so real quick, as I said, I'm going to show you how these fit. My toe is right here. I'm wearing like pretty medium thickness socks. My toe is here. My toe is here. So, right here. My toe literally ends here. So definitely go true to size on these. Do not size down whatsoever, because you will be caught with a shoe that doesn't fit. I've seen some people say these fit big. That's definitely not the case. So be vigilant when it comes to sizing on these. If you have a really wide foot, go up a half size, because they fit tighter than the St. John's and the original release of the shoe, I would assume. So there you go, on feet portion coming up right now.